Before we get into the video, I need you guys to do me a favour. Number 1, like the video. Also comment, let me know your thoughts on the case. 19-year-old Joshua Prescott was part of a gang that included mates Kane Adamson and 17-year-old Ben Dawber. They wanted to cause serious harm for a retaliation that had nothing to do with them. Now, because the teenagers were young, intrigued, highly charged and motivated and aggressive and full of this warped sense of ill-informed justice, when the gang had heard that someone had been struck with a fist outside a bar in Tidesdale, the group jumped into action, roaming the streets armed with blades. They stopped an innocent man called Thomas Williamson. He was in the wrong place and the wrong time, and he was vulnerable at the time. Now, the trio did not know Thomas at all. He was a complete stranger. Still, they cornered him in a gated alleyway on Charles Street at around 1:30 a.m. on Saturday, December 25th, 2021. Now, Thomas was mistaken for the man who struck another person and then ran off. So the trio stabbed Thomas Williamson multiple times, including the heart. He was trapped, he had nowhere to go, and then he had just collapsed to the ground and he was left there. By the time police found Thomas in the same gateway, a pool of red going cold, Thomas was only meters away from his home, but sadly he was already pronounced dead at the scene. Police quickly launched an investigation, and a combination of CCTV and witness statements put Joshua Prescott, Kane Adamson, and Ben Dawber at the scene. Police also found out that both Kane and Ben had previously roamed Atherton and attempted to rob multiple people that same night. Now, later at 1:20 a.m, the man had been cruising when they saw a scrap between two men on Castle Street. One of the men had been struck with a fist, and that's when they had run away. Now, of course, the gang saw the opportunity to take matters in their own hands and involve themselves in a situation that had nothing to do with them, and that's when they encountered Thomas Williamson, who, again, was a complete and utter innocent victim. Now, Ben Dawber was sentenced to life with a minimum term of 20 years for the M and also attempted robbery, 3 counts. Kane Adamson was sentenced to life with a minimum term of 18 years for the same charge. And as for Joshua Prescott, he was sentenced to life with a minimum term of 17 years for the M. Does the crime match the sentence? Let me know in the comments. Stay safe.